Okay, everybody, I'm here with Robin Johnson and his wife Gloria, who's in the shade. She's smarter than us.
Absolutely.
Robin and Gloria used to live here at Hams Bluff. Robin was the last lighthouse keeper of the Hams Bluff Lighthouse, which is pretty incredible. He contacted us recently to look at real estate on St. Croix, but he and his wife, well, he originally was transferred back in 1974, was it, Robin?
I believe, yeah, January of '74, I believe. Pretty close to it anyway.
He was transferred here from Puerto Rico and spent a couple of years here.
Almost 2 years, yeah.
And lived right on this site here. So
Until they automated the light and transferred me out to St. Thomas.
yep, automation kicked him out, but he didn't leave the Virgin Islands. He just went over to St. Thomas.
Yeah, for another year and a half or so until I was discharged, yeah.
Well, tell us, Robin, whereabouts was the house approximately located here?
Well, that West Indian almond tree there was slightly to the left side of the front porch. So it falls away pretty bad now, but it used to be level and the house set. Coming this way, that tree was only a few steps off the very front porch, and it came back this way, almost to the remains of that fence. It was there was 2 bedrooms, well, I think it was 3 bedrooms, come to think of it, with a kitchen on this end and a pump building.
And then this would have been your view then, looking out.
Every morning, get up, walk out on the porch, and this was left.
And you were telling me earlier that you had a little private porch down here that was sort of your own little domain.
We didn't get many visitors out here. We got a few, but yeah, I perched on that rock and pondered the mysteries of the world for many, many hours.
Solved a lot of problems, I bet.
Absolutely. It was a good spot to sit and think.
You were pretty lonely out here, I would imagine. I don't think there were a lot of other neighbors around, were there?
No, there was nobody. The 2 old women in Clovercrest Hotel, and then after you got back to the main road, there was 1 house, and that was all the way down to, was it Beersford Manor?
Yep.
That was the next dwelling of any nature at all. There wasn't much here in those days. No, we were pretty well left alone.
Where did you get groceries and stuff like that? Where would you get your supplies?
Drive into Frederickstead or Christiansted and make a trip out of it.
Get what you needed, huh?
Yeah.
Amazing. But in those days, all dirt roads, and you had a jalopy for a vehicle, I guess, right?
Well, actually, we had it was about a 1968 or 69 international travel law that the government had here. The fenders flapped a lot when you drove because it was all rusted out.
But it got you there.
Yep. And then we bought a brand new Jeep here on St. Croix in '74. 1974 CJ5. Cost me $3,880 out the door.
Holy
Tax,
moly.
license and everything.
Was that out of your pocket or out of the government?
No, that was out of mine. That was my vehicle.
Nice. It's probably still rolling around here somewhere.
It's probably rusted out by now. But it was fun.
Well, what an amazing place to live and what an amazing time.
Hear that surf every night.
Well, we're going to take a walk up to the lighthouse. You can't quite see it from here, but you can see one of the old power poles that led up there, right there, covered in vines. The lighthouse itself sits, where does it sit, Robin? Up in that valley area there? Or?
Slightly to the left of that tall vine-covered thing.
So right up in there.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we'll give it a whirl. Give it a
sir.
hike. All right.
Absolutely.
Well, we're going to head up to the lighthouse. What do you think, boss?
Used to be beautiful, but cistern's still here.
Oh, it has a cistern. Check that out.
Yeah. I climb these steps a million years. If I die, just bury me here.
I will.
I'd be perfectly happy. This is the old original pulley system right here. There were cables that ran up and down inside this pipe, and at the bottom were the weights. This is how you wound up the light so it would rotate all night long. You'd wind it up kind of like a giant cuckoo clock where you pull the cords on the bottom, and then slowly over the course of the night that would cause the acetylene light to rotate.
So there'd be cables and the weight would slowly drop through the night, spinning maybe a flywheel or some contraption that made that lens just slowly rotate.
Yep, some sort of a mechanical arrangement. It went up through here.
Right, up through
that used to be here when I was here.
That hole right there?
That hole, yeah, up into the base of the light structure.
Interesting. So that would have been original equipment from
1915. Yeah, the Danes put that in. Window washing stuff in that cabinet right there. Oh my God.
So now we're on the bottom level, the ground floor level. And this would have been the bottom portion of that tube where those pulleys and cables connected to the weight, you say?
Right through here, right in the bottom of this. Right here is the weight.
The weight is still there.
It's still here.
Holy moly.
And part of the pulley assembly is still on top of it.
Amazing.
That truly is. Been there since 1915. That's
over 100 years.
My God, yeah.
It's amazing. The weight is still there, huh?
It really is. I suspect nobody had any idea what it was. So they never even looked.
Amazing.
This cabinet behind you above the cistern is where we keep all the cleaning supplies for the glass and spare paint. Oh, we're supposed to store paint in the lighthouse. We never did.
Oh, no, that was back before OSHA didn't know
That's
what they do.
right.
Now, this has a cistern, you're saying?
Right down here.
And you collect water off of the roof of this?
It did at one time. I opened it once when I was a kid and looked in there and there was water,
but it was no, I guess they would use that for cleaning or maybe
yeah.
Water in the donkeys or something.
I'll bet you're right. I'll bet that's exactly what it was. They probably got a small one underneath that other building and probably just use this for cleaning or something.
Amazing. I'm so surprised and happy to see that weight is there. And you're telling me this is the old original wooden ladder.
That is the original wooden ladder.
What are the odds you think that's lead-based paint?
Yeah.
Pretty high?
Yeah, pretty high. Pretty damn high. Oh my God. How could wood last that long in this climate? I wonder what it is. Hell, it might be ironwood. I don't know. Sure rugged though. The fact that there's any wood left is amazing.
So you live down, you can't quite see your house from here, can you?
Yeah, some days you can, some days you can't. And today, no, it's been too wet this year, can't see a thing.
So tell me about your typical day when you lived here and you were tending the lighthouse. What would you do when you got up?
Get up in the morning and put on my shorts, uniform of the day. Sometimes we got excited and put on sandals or a shirt, usually not. Came up to the office, made a radio check to San Juan, Puerto Rico, to the Coast Guard base, so they made sure we were still alive. And then we would either chip and paint on the lighthouse, chip and paint on the buildings, mow the lawn, or just go diving.
Scuba diving.
Which happened quite a bit. Yeah.
Back in those days, you probably got a lot of fish and lobster, I'd imagine.
I've caught lobster right off this point, as a matter of fact, yeah. Most of them, we'd go around to the South Shore, because you could get a slew of them over there by, I don't know what they call it now, but it used to be Hess Oil.
Yeah.
Down in there, one day, the best day we ever had, we got 86 lobster.
Oh my God.
2 of us.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was an amazing day.
Well, how often would you trek up here, though? How often would you actually come up to the lighthouse?
Oh,
Once a week?
Once a week.
Yeah, just to check on it.
Drive up. It had an automatic bulb changer inside the housing here, and we'd make sure. So if a bulb went out, it would automatically shift to the next one and cycle.
Oh, I see.
So we'd make sure there were no burned out bulbs. If there were, we'd replace them, clean the glass about once a week, then go back down.
So if a bulb burned out, it knew it burned out and it changed itself?
Something in that bulb changer, I guess when the filament goes, it broke a circuit, and then it would ratchet up, and there were 4 of them.
Gotcha.
It'd ratchet up the next bulb.
How long would a bulb last typically?
I have no idea. I would bet a couple of months, but I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Now, how would it come on automatically every day and shut off? Or?
No, behind the big barracks building down there that BM1 Weaver lived in was the office, and immediately behind that was the generator room. We had a small Onan generator just to power the 2 houses and the light. And inside that room was the light switch, for lack of a better term, for the lighthouse.
And so you'd manually do it?
Manually turn it on every night, get up in the morning and manually turn it off.
What if you had a long night and you didn't get up? And you didn't turn it on? Well, I guess you could leave it on.
Nobody'd ever
No one
say
would know.
anything in the daytime.
But what if it got nighttime and you were still scuba diving?
Well, then we'd have one of the wives go up and turn it on. Don't be silly.
You had a backup plan.
Yeah.
You know, dummy.
All they had to do was throw a switch.
Fantastic.
Once a week, I ran the generator for an hour, and then once a month, 4 hours under full load. That was my big highlight of my engineering career.
And you were 18 years old.
Well, no,
19.
I was 19, 20, and 21 right here. Yeah.
Amazing. You must have some incredible memories of this place.
I really, really do. It is just amazing.
What's it feel like to be here now?
Well, kind of makes you want to cry. But
A little overwhelming, huh?
It really is, yeah. But it's amazing.
Well, I can't thank you enough, Robin, for taking the time to tell us all about this, because it's just a piece of history that I hope we can preserve. And
thank you. I hope it gets preserved one way or another, and anything I can do to help that is good.
Great. Well, I'm sure the people in charge that hopefully, I know there is a group looking to keep this going, and we're going to keep them in touch with you, because you're a wealth of knowledge, and getting it back to the way it was once again would be an amazing piece of history. And thank you again for taking your time on your vacation here to talk to us.
It's the highlight of my whole trip. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for letting us do this.